Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a last unboxing to do for you. So, I had like 7 packages come in today. I've unboxed everything but these 3 right here. And these are all from Vero Engineering. So, first off, I think that this is just a little piece that goes with my fulcrum, or my mini fulcrum. Unboxing knife is the Evatac Shadow Ranger, as usual, of course. We have some candy and some stickers, the usual jazz from Vero. Yep, and it's just this little clipless keychain holder thing that I wanted to add to my mini fulcrum, because I can't carry it in pocket. The way the O-rings are with the clip, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to add this. And that way, if I ever want to just drop it onto my keys, I have this night ties or nighties or whatever it's called, S-beaner here that'll work. So that's really cool. That's one piece I ordered. That was $25 for this one little piece of titanium. Little pricey, but you know, whatever. So, let me throw this. Oh, shit, I forgot about the candy. Alright, calm down. Throwing candy around and knives. Oh, my God, the fucking candy. Alright. I'm probably going to have a pile of this candy by the end, so I'm just going to put it over here. Jesus. And the last thing in there is a Vero sticker. Put that over there, too. Get rid of that. Okay, next. Vero Engineering, which one is it? So, one of these is a mini impulse that Joseph was testing for me. And one was, oh my God, I'm going to go with this one. And one was a Synapse Gen 2, guys, which that's the one I'm excited about. So, Joseph was taking a look for me. Okay, I think this is going to be the... Okay, put that over here. Nothing else in there. All right. That was the Synapse, so I want to get to my impulse real quick first. Wow, he wrapped that up too? Jesus. Okay, hang on. Evatac Shadow Ranger is done for the day. Thank God, right? All right. Oh, I think I sent it to him like this, right? Okay. I sent it to him back in the pouch, so he just threw it in a baggie, and of course he added some candy. So thanks, Joseph. Appreciate the candy, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have tons of this shit. This bag is awesome. I'll keep that for whatever. And then we have my pouch. So guys, this is one of 2 mini impulse minis that I own. So I bought this one for $450 on the secondary. Nope, I traded my CKF Satori 2.0 for this on the secondary, which I paid $480 for. So that's what I am into this knife. And I thought it had some issues not being dropped shut enough, and maybe the detent was a little strong. I don't know. So Joseph said he would look at it, and what he told me was he took a... hang on. Grab a microfiber. What he told me was he lightened the detent a little bit on the lock bar, which concerns me a little bit because I don't want to light detent, but we'll see. And he took care of centering issues, which it does look dead center. Yeah, we'll see how the action is on it. Now, I did include skiff bearings, because I did have those in there at one point, but I took them out to send them back to him. So I may try to install these again. And again, this is the Impulse Mini First Run M390 in belt satin, all raw. And the one I have coming is from Jake. Bearded Gear, he has basically the same one, but in hand satin. So here it is. Absolutely stunning. My favorite knife, just in terms of looks, it's one of my favorite knives, especially when it's open. Let me just get there's some oil on here. I'm going to get that off and pray to God that we have a money knife here. It looks good. It flips good. Just look at this knife, guys. I forgot how fucking awesome this thing was. And let's see. This is number 51. So, number 51. Yeah, so that is 10 times better. Blade play is going to be a concern here. Fucking no blade play, Joseph. Joseph. Yes. Yes. Now, the D10 is definitely lighter. You see that? I can probably shake it out if I want to. Nope. Yeah. I mean, that took a little bit. Yeah, he did whatever he did to this was fucking magic. And I love him for it. And I'm probably not going to take this apart for a long, long time unless I need to. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Joseph. Oh, my God. I love you. I love you, Joseph Vero. Oh, my God. This is all I wanted in life. I'm just kidding. But just look at this thing open, guys. Oh, my God. It's so sexy. Look at its big brother. Here is so let's get them all out. Let's get the family out. So here's the big brother, right? This is the Impulse. And there's the Impulse Mini, right? So substantially smaller. And I do like this one. This one's stonewashed, so it's not my favorite. But look at that, right? After feeling that, and then this is the Synapse XL. After feeling this, right? I wanted that to happen with this guy, and it wasn't happening. I had to really shake it. And apparently, he took care of that for me. So that's awesome. Whatever he did, it must have been the tension on the lock bar was a little strong. I mean, just look at that. And I felt like maybe I could fail it now, but it's still just so good because of this flipper design. It's a little easy to flip, but I mean, if you're just flipping the knife, you know, it's fine. Look at this. I can't wait to get my other one from Jake so I can compare the detents and just see, you know. And that one has a hand rub, which is even better than this belt. No blade play. I'm impressed. And if he didn't Loctite it, then I'm probably going to end up with play and have to deal with it. But because it's getting smoother and smoother as I go here. Yeah, it's starting to get some play. So I'm guessing he didn't Loctite it, which is fine. I'll deal with all that. Anyway, that's my Impulse Mini, guys. And this is the Impulse. Just so you guys can see those two. Put this aside. Put these away. All right, I'm going to keep the Synapse XL out because we are unboxing a Gen 2 Synapse. Hang on 1 second. All right, sorry. I'm a little concerned I'm going to run out of space on my phone there. So, Vero stickers and more candy, of course. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And... oh boy, a red patch this time. Check it out. Oh man, I'm so excited. Guys, I was able to get somebody's pre-order spot or whatever. They were shipping, whatever. I got it. And this is the hand satin with marbled carbon fiber. And I'm so excited because I have not seen one of his models in carbon fiber yet. So I am absolutely stoked. Here is the card. Synapse, second run, Joseph Vero M390 hand satin marbled carbon with raw hardware. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. Same old great pouch right here, and it's wrapped in a cloth. Okay, breathe. Wow, this thing is so small compared to... Okay. I imagined it being bigger, but we shall see. Hang on. Holy shit, this is small. What? Look at this. What? How come in pictures they look so much bigger? That's crazy. This is the tiniest knife. Okay, I gotta shut up. Hang on. It is fucking stunning, though. That marbled carbon is gorgeous. It's got like a matte to it, which is interesting. Doesn't have a ton of marble in it, if you know what I mean. Raw hardware, number 450. Centering, dead nuts. Guys, look at this thing. It is so small. Flips like a dream. Ergos. Okay, so I can literally fit all four hands, I have four hands, guys. All four hands on. And then if I choke up here, I can definitely fit all four. And I can almost reach, I mean, guys, this thing is small. Crazy how small it is. That hand satin is absolutely sexy. No blade play. Oh, action. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, that flips out like a dream. Yeah. Oh, boy, guys. This thing is fucking awesome. Lefty. Now, it being a little smaller is a concern for me. Lefty, anyway, because there's no detent ball ramp. Is there? Yeah, right here, there's some kind of break point you have to overcome. Interesting. I know he has a detent ball ramp on the XL. Be weird not to have one on here. There is one, so I don't know what that's all about. Obviously, right-handed, you don't have to worry about that. This is so interesting, guys. Yeah, you have to break some kind of plane right here. I don't know what that is, but it's right there. You gotta give it a little bit of a shake to get home, but, you know, I haven't taken it apart, cleaned it. I haven't added skiffs or any of that, and it's still extremely smooth, much smoother than my Impulse Mini was off the bat. So, hey guys, so I got cut off last night. I was doing like 7 package unboxing, and my phone just literally ran out of storage. It's something I need to upgrade, but I can't because of the contract, and I have to wait a little bit. Anyway, so if I record like 5 or 6 things in a row, it usually just like cuts me off at some point, which sucks. So anyway, the last thing I was unboxing is my Vero Synapse Gen 2, which is the one I was the most excited about. Well, other than the Slim Midi, and I got cut off, so that kind of sucks. But I just want to wrap that up by saying that I've had this now for, you know, a day. And I guess I can do my first impressions real quick. And maybe I'll throw a disassembly in at the end of this, and we'll just kind of package that all together. We'll see how that goes. But, guys, I really like this knife. The action on it is incredible. I just tightened the pivot a little bit because it was walking. Now it's rock solid and still dropping like that. This action is honestly just as good as the big brother, the XL. If you get the pivot to the right spot and Loctite it, it's going to be just as good as that. It also has this jimping up here, so you can do the front flip on this guy as well as the big one. And I found a new kind of trick, guys. You can do the lighter on this. So if you hold the clip and then grab it with your thumb up here, you can do like a lighter switch. I don't know what to call that, but let's call it the lefty flick. Lefty flip? Lefty flip with your right thumb. Idiot. I can't do it left-handed because it's going to be a lot harder because I don't have the clip to hang on to. You need that clip to hang on to do that. If you try to do it left-handed, you're going to end up probably dropping it. Well, I got it, but don't do that. Don't do that anywhere but a carpeted area, right? One thing I want to note about this, I don't know how much I went into last night, but the detent ball, there is a detent ball ramp, I believe, just like all the others, but it just seems to be a farther area that you have to reach. Like, I have to get past that, and then it starts to drop, right? And I feel like the other ones, they drop a lot quicker. Let me check. So here's the mini impulse. And that one, yeah, it just glides. It like glides over that a little bit easier. I don't know if you see that. It's just like smooth at that point. There still is resistance. But on this knife, for some reason, it's like a much harder break. I don't know. It's interesting. Not really an issue, especially if you're right-handed. You're just going to do this. And you're going to be perfectly fine. You're going to love it. The marbled carbon fiber on this is really nice. It's a little more muted than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little more, I don't know, classy. Sounds stupid, but that's kind of what that's the word I'm thinking of. I don't know. It has a little more of a, I don't know how to explain it. But it has like these lines in it, like milling lines, micro milling lines or something. I don't know if it catches the right light, that carbon fiber, you can see these mini lines going back and forth, which is interesting. But overall, this thing is absolutely stunning with this hand satin. I'm so glad I chose the hand satin on this, or was able to get one with hand satin. Marbled CF, that's just such a good, sexy combo. Like I wouldn't have wanted to end up with one with red G10 and stonewash. That's just not for me, you know. So I'm glad I was able to find somebody to hook me up with their pre-order that was in this setup specifically. The Spidey Flick works great, especially if you're actually right-handed. You know what you're doing. It's very good. See, there's multiple ways to deploy this knife. Lastly, I want to just touch on the size. I am shocked beyond belief that there is going to be a mini Synapse, because this thing is tiny. Like, it's got to be, what, 3 1/4? So here's a bug out. I mean, it's smaller than a bug out. I guess it's about the size of a bug out. So I don't know if my just tastes and sizes of knives have changed, and somehow this just feels really small to me. So a mini is going to be like, what, 2.875 on the blade? This is a 3-inch Aloni Knives Goat V2. And I mean, it's like close. It's incredible. So I don't think I'll be trying to get a mini Synapse, just because this is mini enough for me. I mean, look, I can barely get 4 on this way. And then I have a little bit of room this way. I don't really need a smaller knife. So, I mean, it'll save me money, I guess. But, yeah. So, real quick, I'll bring out the family. And we can just take a look at all of them. So, let's do this. So, we'll do big brother, little brother. I may have done this already. I can't remember what I did last night before I got cut off. So, here are the Synapses. This is the XL and the Synapse Gen 2. So after having both of these in hand, I think I would really love to have a medium Synapse. So like you're going to have the Mini, the Gen 2, and the XL. What if we had one in between here, right? Like a medium size one. I think that would be the Goldilocks for me anyway, personally. Because this guy's a little big. And this guy might be a little small, even though this size works perfectly fine for me. And then you have the Impulse Mini, and you can compare those here. So it's actually a bit bigger than the Synapse. So instead of 3 1/4, you probably have 3.5 inches on the blade, 3.4. And a little more meat on that handle. This is the Goldilocks size. So I guess that's what I'm getting at, right? This is between the Synapse XL and the Synapse. So I really like the Impulse size, or Impulse Mini. And then we have the Big Brother Impulse, full-size Impulse here. I do like how he did the naming. You know, so you have Synapse and Impulse. These are the first two models, right? And then he went with a mini Impulse and an XL Synapse. I just find it really cool. He didn't start renaming shit. He's just making it fit, which is cool. So I have 4 of them now. I have the full size and the mini of each, or whatever you want to call it, whichever variation. And I actually have another mini Impulse and another Synapse Gen 2 coming. I don't know what I'll do with those, but I'm sure I'll turn them into more Veros. So, just really, really cool knife, guys. So stoked I was able to get one. And, yeah, that'll wrap up the kind of first impressions, and unboxing of this knife. Again, I think I'll throw the disassembly at the end as well. So, this has been the Synapse Gen 2, and you're about to see it come apart. Boom. All right, guys, let's get into the disassembly here on the Synapse Gen 2. So, again, I have the model with marbled carbon fiber and a, hand satin blade. Look at that hand rub. I mean, that is absolutely sexy. This is number 450, I don't know, 500 maybe. I think he made plenty this time. Centering, dead nuts, and we have the regular bearings in here, so we'll see if that lasts. I'm going to be careful with the pivot screw. Yeah, it came right out. That sucker was wanting to come loose to begin with. Put that down there. And I think with this guy, we literally have to take everything apart because the way to get it apart is under the scales. So you can't just take that off and then pop it apart. At least I don't think so. If I remember correctly from maybe the small one, they did that. Yeah, there's more to it than that. I'm going to try to get it from this side. See if I can't. Okay, see, that came off, and then you have these screws, and that's probably what's holding everything together. So let me go ahead and pop this. Nope, it wasn't down there, I don't think. I think it was up here. Put that there. And get in here. So, let's see. Clip fell off. And these are all T8s, by the way, guys, which is awesome, of course. Put that there. Oh, God, I got to remember all this. All right. Boom. We are in. We are in. See if these are the same. Nope. See how this one is a little longer than this one? I think. Hold on. Yep. That is because this one goes through the whole knife, through scales and everything, and this one is internal. So keep those all together. Pretty simple design here, guys, as we know and love now from Joseph. We have these nylon bearings, which he uses, I guess, because you can keep the knife, you can run it dry. It's not dry right now, though, so that's interesting. And I did try that on the Synapse, and did not have very much luck with it. So, real quick, if you want to see everything kind of together, here's all the hardware and everything you will need, and the scales and everything. Well, this scale is right there, but that's pretty much everything right there, guys. Want to make a poster of that shot? Terrible ass picture. I do have a Dock Street Bohemian here. We might as well throw skips in, right? Just cause, why not, son of a bitch? What do I have left is the question. I've been burning through bearings. I ordered some more from Gillian's, because you know you gotta do that. Love the Gillian's. I think I'm out of his. So I think I'm down to just 3 sets of skips at this point. I think I put the last set of Gillian's in something. Oh, I put them in the Skaha 2 I just got. So I'll do that one next. Even though I already put them in, I still need to do the video. I got a little antsy, guys. And I definitely need to Loctite that sucker. But we'll talk about that in that video. So Synapse Gen 2, guys. So yeah, I'm combining the unboxing with the first impressions just to, you know, make it a little easier on myself, basically. And let me get this out. Sorry about that. So I'm going to put the bearings in here once I know they work. I'll put these guys in there. Boom. All right, so I have these skiffs right here to drop in. Should work like a dream. I don't see any dirt, grime, muck, gunk, anything like that. I'll just give a quick clean here and switch over to KPL. You guys saw the action at some point, I'm sure, in this video, and it was very, very good. I mean, it was as good as the full size. Sorry, XL. I'm going to keep mixing that up because of the impulse and everything. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty much as good. Maybe not as much of a guillotine just because there's not as much weight, but it comes down without any question, you know, or shake or anything, which is awesome. But again, you always have to balance blade play with that, and I had it at a point where there wasn't any, so I just need to dial that in, lock tighter, and we'll be good to go. So let's do this. So this side is the pivot side, show side, sorry. And I like how it's just a good design that the inlay or whatever the scale is not over this part. So it's just easy to put back together and not have to, you know, take scales off and back on and all that crap. Like I can just leave it like this for now and put the scale on at the end. So to make sure that's in there flush, I'm going to get KPL out. Guys, KPL, if I haven't mentioned before, it's literally just the best type of pivot oil, whatever you want to call it, that you can get. I've tried different kinds, not too many, but I have, and nothing seems to do what KPL does. I mean, I've seen knives go from, you know, getting a little dried up and slowing down. You drop a little KPL in there, and it just turns into an absolute guillotine. Like, this shit is good. There's a link in my description. You don't need to use that code or anything. You can go to their website and just order it yourself, whatever. I just really, really love this stuff. As, you know, you could tell because I use it all the fucking time. So, try to do this without going too crazy. Put a little drop there. Okay, got it in. I'm going to hold it because it's the pivot wants to come out a little bit. We can see this does rotate in here just fine, which is good. I'm going to put drops on the blade. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Drop. Blade goes on like this. Perfect. Drop. It needs a heavy. Ah, crap. This is where I always get stuck because now I'm holding the blade. Yes, got it. It has a little child lock on it, you know. See your detemp ball ramp right there? I was talking about that earlier. It is there, so maybe it's just because of how small it is. It doesn't have the room to... I don't know. That made no sense, so I'm just going to shut up. Drop. I always put too much on the detemp ball ramp and everything, so what I'm going to do is this. Wipe that off and hope that I have enough on there, because I feel like I always overdo that. Any screws, anything missing? No. We'll find out, obviously. Wow, that just popped right in. Cool. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and just drop this pivot screw in. I'm not going to go crazy like tightening it or anything. I'm just going to drop shit while I'm at it. Okay, so that's in, right? Now we need to drop these guys in, these internal screws. So one was holding the clip. See, this is a situation where it sucks when, if the action doesn't go the way I want it to, taking this whole thing apart, you know, just will suck ass. So this is going in the clip, I believe. We'll see in a second. Yep, seems good there. And then we had one more screw. Was it this little guy? I feel like that makes no sense. No, this hole is for that big screw at the end. Yeah. So maybe it was this guy right here. See, this is why you want to have a mat or something. So that went in. So I'm going to go with it, guys. Now I'm going to put this on, and I still see another screw laying around, so don't worry. I see it. This guy goes through the back here. Wow. Might be a little early to say it, but we may have figured this guy out pretty easily. And that's what I like about his knives, Joseph. He really does a good job with the engineering and making sure it's not a pain in the ass. Now, the Synapses are a little harder to take apart than the Impulses just because of the scales. You know, with the titanium only, it's a lot easier. This guy is not threading in, so let's just see. Let's be gentle here. Oh, okay. I think he was just a little shifted there. Got it. Okay, so looks like everything's together. I see no pieces laying around. Action looks good, but we're not tight, so let's see how she runs. Okay. We are dead centered with skiffs in there. No blade play. Moment of truth. Back out. So, you know, you got to give it a little second. Skiffs need to wear a path. Everything needs to do its job. Can't rush it. Hear that? I think that is the detent ball. So I did tighten it pretty good, so let's see if I back off. Tiniest play, but it does that, so that's good. Oh, shit. This thing is way too low. I'm sorry, guys. That was fucked up. Hey, look at that. Just need to smack your phone with it. I don't feel any play, but I just don't like feeling anything. That is perfect. And oh. Now, I will say it may have felt better on the stock bearings at first, but pretty sure these will break in just as good, if not better. And we'll see how that goes. I do want to note one thing. I feel a little bit of vertical play. Normally, I don't even really check for that much because it's not a thing very often, like lock rock. I don't feel anything like side to side really, but just the tinsiest bit there, which is interesting. So then I went and checked all my other Veros, and they here's the XL, and this has it too, just the tiniest bit of rock. Here's my Impulse, mini Impulse, tiniest bit of rock. Full size Impulse, nothing. So I don't know. His pivot design has changed since that full size Impulse. I don't know if that is part of it. I mean, it's really non-existent. It's just something I kind of noticed while unboxing this, and I wanted to mention it. And yeah, I wanted to note my new favorite way to open this is like a lighter. I've been doing this. I'm trying not to hit the stand again. I really love that on this knife because of the size you can do that. So real quick, I have to take this apart again because I need to take the pivot out anyway. I need to Loctite it. So Permatex it, or whatever we're calling it. Carefully load some up here. The tiniest turn will shoot it up, so you just need to be careful. Hold right here, and then what I do is I dip the threads in. Dip the tip, guys. And you can make all the jokes you want. Dip the is a tip. And normally I would clean that off with my hand, but it's just, I'm going to do it. Then it gets on your finger, and then it becomes a mess. But I really like this Permatex because you can do this. You can just kind of stick it in there and roll it back and forth. Now you'll see I have way too much on there, so I clean off the top, try to get rid of any like excess giant sections of it, and then I'll just wipe it on my pants because I'm a scumbag. And now it's kind of just in the threads. You know, I always do a little extra because I'm ridiculous. All right, tighten it all the way down just to be, you know, safe. Put this away. And then no play whatsoever. And I could honestly leave it like this, and it would probably break in, you know, this knife wood and the bearings, but with nowhere to go because of the Permatex, I'm guessing we're going to be stuck with this kind of action. So I'm going to back off a little bit here. Yeah, it's almost like your options are fully tightened or coming loose and it'll walk. Even that's not good enough. I did kind of just tighten it right back down. Don't feel anything. And you'll see I'm doing the slightest movements there, guys. I mean, it's barely anything. Okay. That's pretty good right there. I think I like that, guys. For a small knife like this, I really don't want blade play, and I can get it to do all these things. I think I'm good. So, we just check for play again. There might be a hint. And we're going to be back to that. Oh, look at that. Boom. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Let it just sit. You'll see there, we are dead nuts, centered, perfect. Guys, fantastic knife here. I don't know if I'm blocking the light or what is going on here. Yeah, anyway, fantastic knife. This is the Vero Engineering Synapse Gen 2. I'm very happy with it so far. I'm surprised by its size. I'm surprised by its action for its size. I love the design. I really do love the tantos on the impulses. So I really would love to see a blade swap type deal on these where you get Synapse handles with impulse blades and vice versa. That would just be so fun to do. And maybe he could just make one or the other, right? Like he could just make the blades that fit these or the handles that fit the blades. You know, he doesn't have to make all new knives. He could just make it work. Now, I don't know how that works with, you know, the going into the handle and all that shit. So it may not be possible. But it would be pretty damn cool. So anyway, very, very happy with this. I will hit you guys up with a full review when I am ready. And I will unbox the other one I have coming in. I have one coming in with red G10 and stonewash blade. That's probably just going to be for me to use as trade bait for something. Maybe an isotope. And then I have another mini impulse coming as well, so I'm excited for those. But anyway, guys, this has been the Vero Engineering Synapse Gen 2, and obviously I am in love with it already. So I really appreciate you listening, especially for this longer unboxing / first impression / disassembly / skiff bearings video. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.